Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore Cuba, North America, the island's history, culture, and tourism. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Cuba, located in the northern Caribbean, is an island nation with a rich history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking natural beauty. With its unique blend of Spanish colonial architecture, African rhythms, and socialist ideology, Cuba is a fascinating destination for travelers and a significant player in regional politics. In this video, we will explore every aspect of Cuba from its location and history to its culture, economy, and tourism industry. Location. Cuba is the largest island in the Caribbean, situated in the northern part of the region, approximately 90 miles south of the Florida Keys. The island is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the north, the Caribbean Sea to the south, and the Gulf of Mexico to the west. Cuba shares maritime borders with the Bahamas, Haiti, Jamaica, and the United States. The island's terrain is varied with mountainous forests and coastal plains, making it an attractive destination for nature lovers and adventure seekers. Cuba has a complex and fascinating history that spans over 1,000 years. The island was inhabited by the indigenous peoples, including the Taino and Sibani, before Christopher Columbus arrived in 1492. Spain colonized Cuba in the early 16th century, and the island became a major producer of sugar, tobacco, and coffee. Cuba gained independence from Spain in 1902, but the country's early years were marked by the instability and corruption. In 1959, a revolution led by Fidel Castro overthrew the authoritarian government of Fulgencio Batista, establishing a socialist state aligned with the Soviet Union. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, Cuba has slowly transitioned towards a more market-oriented economy while maintaining its socialist ideology. Climate. Cuba has a tropical climate with warm temperatures and high humidity throughout the year. The island is susceptible to hurricanes which can occur between June and November. The dry season from December to April is the best time to visit Cuba, with average temperatures ranging from 70 degree F to 80 degree F, that is 21 degrees C to 27 degrees C. Airports. Cuba has several international airports, including Jose Marti International Airport, HAV, in Havana, Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport, VRA, in Varadero, and Ignacio Acramundi International Airport, CMW, in Camaguey. Population. Cuba has a population of approximately 11.3 million people with a mix of Spanish, African, and indigenous ancestry. The majority of Cubans live in urban areas, with Havana being the largest city. Culture. Cuban culture is a unique blend of Spanish, African, and indigenous influences. The island is known for its vibrant music, including salsa, rumba, and jazz, as well as its rich literary heritage, which includes famous authors like Ernest Hemingway and Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Cuban cuisine is also a fusion of different cultures with popular dishes like rice and beans, roasted pork, and fresh seafood. Arts. Cuba has a thriving arts scene with a strong emphasis on music, dance, and visual arts. The island is home to numerous museums, galleries, and cultural institutions, including the National Museum of Fine Arts in Havana. Languages spoken. Spanish is the official language of Cuba, but many Cubans also speak English, particularly in tourist areas. Education. Education is highly valued in Cuba, and the island has a well developed education system. Education is free and compulsory for children between the ages of 6 and 16. Cost of living. The cost of living in Cuba is relatively low compared to other Caribbean islands. However, prices can vary depending on the location and the availability of goods. Per capita income. Cuba's per capita income is approximately $6,000 per year, which is relatively low compared to other countries in the region. Government policies. Cuba is a socialist state with a one party system. The government plays a significant role in the economy, and the island has a strong emphasis on social welfare and equality. Government setup. Cuba's government is divided into three branches: the executive, legislative, and judicial. The president of Cuba serves as the head of state and government. States. Cuba is divided into 15 provinces, each with its own provincial government. Elections. Elections in Cuba are held every 5 years, with voters electing members to the National Assembly of People's Power. Members, how we elected? Members of the National Assembly are elected by the people, with each province having a certain number of representatives. Employment opportunities. Cuba's economy is driven by tourism, agriculture, and industry. Employment opportunities exist in these sectors as well as in education, healthcare, and the arts. Mines. Cuba has significant mineral resources including nickel, copper, and gold. Industries. Cuba's main industries include sugar production, tobacco manufacturing, and pharmaceuticals. Agriculture. Cuba's agricultural sector is focused on producing crops such as sugarcane, tobacco, coffee, and citrus fruits. The island is also known for its organic farming practices. Trade. Cuba's main trading partners are China, Venezuela, and Spain. The island imports goods such as food, fuel, and machinery while exporting products like sugar, tobacco, and nickel. Business. Cuba has a growing private sector with many small businesses and entrepreneurs operating in the tourism and service industries. However, the government still plays a significant role in the economy. Best time to visit. The best time to visit Cuba is from December to April when the weather is dry and cool. Road traffic. Cuba has relatively well developed road network with many highways and roads connecting major cities and towns. However, driving in Cuba can be challenging due to the presence of horse drawn carriages, bicycles, and pedestrians on the roads. Itinerary. A typical itinerary for trip to Cuba might include visiting the capital city of Havana with its historic old town and vibrant music scene. Exploring the colonial city of Trinidad with its colorful buildings and cobblestone streets. Relaxing on the beautiful beaches of Varadero, visiting the scenic town of Vinales with its stunning natural scenery and traditional tobacco farms. Best tourist region. The best tourist region in Cuba is likely the western part of the island, which includes Havana, Vinales, and the scenic Pinar del Rio province. Getting there. Cuba has several international airports, including Jose Marti International Airport in Havana and Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport in Varadero. Many airlines offer flights to Cuba from major cities in the United States, Canada, and Europe. Passport. Visitors to Cuba will need a valid passport and a tourist card, which can be obtained from a Cuban embassy or consulate. Transportation. Cuba has a relatively well developed public transportation system with buses and taxis connecting major cities and towns. Many tourists also choose to rent cars of or take private taxis. Choosing your web. Cuba is vibrant and electric island with a wide range of cultural and natural attractions. Visitors can choose to explore the island's historic cities, relax on its beautiful beaches, or experience its vibrant music and dance scene. What to bring? Visitors to Cuba should bring a valid passport and tourist card, comfortable clothing and shoes, sunscreen and insect repellent, a camera to capture the island's vibrant culture and natural beauty, a small amount of cash as credit cards and ATMs may not be widely available. Pura Widow expectations. Cuba is a country with a strong emphasis on community and social connection. Visitors can expect to experience the island's famous hospitality and warm welcome. Trip plan. A typical trip to Cuba might last 7 to 10 days, depending on the visitor's interests and travel style. Many tourists choose to visit Havana, Trinidad, and Varadero with optional excursions to other parts of the island. Lodging. Cuba has a wide range of accommodation options from budget friendly guest houses and hostels to luxury hotels and resorts. Many visitors choose to stay in Havana's historic old town or in the scenic town of Trinidad. Safety. Cuba is generally a safe country for tourists with low crime rates compared to other Caribbean islands. However, visitors should still take normal precautions to protect themselves and their belongings. Prices. Cuba can be a relatively affordable destination for tourists with prices for accommodation, food, and activities comparable to those in other Caribbean islands. When to visit? The best time to visit Cuba is from December to April when the weather is dry and cool. Relationship with other countries. Cuba has a complex and often contentious relationship with other countries, particularly the United States. The island has been subject to a US trade embargo since the 1960s, which has had a significant impact on its economy. Tourist spots. Some of the top tourist spots in Cuba include Old Havana with historic architecture and vibrant music scene, the colonial city of Trinidad with its colorful buildings and cobblestone streets, the scenic town of Vinales with its stunning natural scenery and traditional tobacco farms. The beautiful beaches of Varadero. Important cities. Some of the most important cities in Cuba include Havana, the capital city and largest urban center, Santiago de Cuba, the second largest city and a major cultural center, Camaguey, a historic city with rich cultural heritages. Trinidad, a colonial city and popular tourist destinations. Cuba is a unique and fascinating island with a rich cultural heritage and stunning natural beauty. From its historic cities and vibrant music scene to its beautiful beaches and scenic countryside, Cuba has something to offer for everyone. So thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.